It's time to go to work. Jerk of All Trades podcast, episode number 25. We are back live. What's up, Ray?
Oh, man, we have an absolutely jam-packed show for y'all today. We are finally going to talk about the Floyd Mayweather versus Conor McGregor.
The big
boxing
fight
match that finally happened.
Woo!
We talked about when it initially got announced, and then we talked about
the World Tour.
The World Tour hype train. And did the fight live up to the hype? We're going to talk about that. So
absolutely.
We got that. We've got SummerSlam happened the week before. So we're going to talk about SummerSlam and the results of that. We're going to talk about who won the picks. Eddie, myself, and then our guest from a couple weeks back, Elias from the Man Cave Chronicles. We're going to see who took home the crown that doesn't actually physically exist. So we've got one for WrestleMania, but not for SummerSlam. So yeah, we're going to talk about that. We've got our universal call out, which is Tigers. Tigers, as you will have seen on social media. Got some fun pictures related to our Tiger universal call out. And so we got all the normal stuff too. So yeah, it's going to be a great show. And so yeah, let's get it started, Eddie.
Let's kick this bad boy off with the little Floyd Mayweather Conor McGregor action from this Saturday in Las Vegas, the T-Mobile Arena. This was your first boxing match that you've seen in a while, probably, right, Ray?
It definitely is. One thing I did want to say, too, based on our intro with our little Ted DiBiase is clearly everyone has a price. And for Floyd Mayweather, it was $400 million. So came out of retirement, $400 million he made on this. In the post-match interview, I believe they said, like, oh, you're going to get a yacht. Oh, he's already got a yacht, so we'll get a second yacht. So, to answer your question, though, it's definitely been quite a while since I've watched a boxing match. I watched it right after it was over because I couldn't find a stream of it during the event, so I downloaded it afterwards. Completely legally.
I'm skeptical as to that's the reason why it was delayed, the fight, because the fight was delayed going in. There's the fight's going to be delayed. I'm wondering if they were like trying to clamp down on the streams, which is why that was taking so long.
They didn't do a very good job because I guess a lot of people saw it for free.
Wow. So honestly, the fight much better than I expected going into it. First 3 rounds, Conor McGregor's dapping him up a little bit. Floyd's kind of just taking his time, figuring him out. And by about round 4 or 5, Floyd had just worked his way in, figured Conor out. Early rounds, Conor landed a pretty good uppercut. He threw a lot of punches, but he didn't really land with a lot of great shots. But, kudos to Conor for stepping up and stepping in there. I mean, obviously, for $100 million, anybody's going to go ahead and fight Floyd Mayweather.
Definitely fight Floyd Mayweather. I think I'd probably let a fraction of that.
I'd let Floyd Mayweather hit me in the face without a glove as hard as he could for what Conor got paid.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so with the gloves is even better. But, Conor, it's his first boxing match. He was doing a lot of unorthodox stuff, and he was wasting a little bit of energy with some of the hammer fisting and the moving around.
Which aren't those illegal, by the way? He kept doing that, like where he was like pounding him in the back of the head, and I believe that's an illegal move. And they really, the referee.
It's up to the referee. Yeah, if the referee calls it, The referee should be calling it.
How did you like the referee too? I noticed this in particular, and actually the announcers brought it up too. But the referee coming in before the fight and saying like, I'm not gonna allow you guys I'm not gonna grapple or wrestle you guys. Like, do you think that was like a really pointed reference to Conor McGregor and MMA? Do you think that was? Yeah,
absolutely. Okay. He probably. I'm skeptical that Floyd had this referee in his pocket. Not saying the ref got paid off or anything, but
it's boxing, man.
Man, if you look
it has the shadiest history out of any fucking sport ever.
Sure, absolutely.
So, yeah.
If you look at the pre-fight breakdown, like when you were talking about he was going to not let Conor wrestle or whatever, and he's not going to wrestle with him, he said he'd even look at Floyd one time. It was all directed at Conor.
Floyd wasn't going to do that. He was just going to turn his back and, do his normal Floyd stuff. So.
Yeah, so Conor already had this little like shadiness with the referee going on. But honestly, he didn't really have that great of a shot. It's easy to say afterward. I always say that even with UFC. Everybody's an expert after the fights are over with. I actually put my money on Floyd Mayweather, and I came out even. I had a bet and a cover bet. My cover bet covered my Floyd Mayweather winning by decision at a plus 245, which I posted on Facebook before the fight. I thought Floyd was going to take decision easy, but this cocksucker motherfucker, what is he trying to knock Conor out for? All of a sudden, Floyd's trying to knock people out. He didn't knock nobody out in the last 10 fights. All of a sudden, he's knocking somebody out. So, yeah, that hurt me a little bit. I should have came up a lot more off of this fight than I did. But unfortunately, I didn't. But it's fine. Everything worked out fine.
Yeah.
But around Conor, first 3 rounds, I'd give him those first 3. I haven't seen the fight since I've watched it live.
Were you intoxicated when you watched the fight?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Good. I was live tweeting, actually. I was tweeting. I took it upon myself to.
I was completely sober when I watched the fight too. Whenever you kind of get through your breakdown, I want to give my breakdown.
Yeah.
Too,
so basically,
this will be a first for the JOAT.
Yeah, like I was saying, Conor was wasting a lot of energy with some bad punching techniques, and
that was by design for sure. I mean,
sure. Well, when every chance you get to hit Floyd Mayweather, you got to take that. You got to take it.
Floyd let him.
But the problem is,
until I get to
the problem is with those big ass gloves, it's not really doing anything. If they were the UFC gloves, Floyd would have definitely felt it a little bit more. But with those big ass boxing gloves, you're not gonna really feel those hammer fists that much. It's just I don't know. It's just not there.
And those are illegal, are they not, in boxing?
Yeah, and rabbit punching. Yeah, you're not supposed to hit in the back of the head like that. Mm-hmm. But
I noticed boxing has a lot of fucking rules. That was one thing I noticed watching this. It's like, God damn, you can't do anything.
Yeah, you think UFC has a lot of rules? Shit.
Holy shit, man! There is a lot of goddamn rules.
A lot of rules in boxing. Probably around round 4 or 5, it was pretty apparent that Conor was running out of gas relatively quickly, and Floyd was just getting warmed up. Floyd's a slow starter. He likes to observe, and he's like a spider. He's just crafting his web. First couple rounds, he's just going around, getting hit a little, giving it back a little. He's just taking it all in. And by the time round 5 came around, Conor didn't see it. He didn't realize it, but he was in the web, and Floyd had him all wrapped up. And it was only a matter of time until Floyd was going to put him away. Floyd was really aggressive after round 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He was super aggressive.
He was like a different fighter, was what I noticed.
Very un-Floyd Mayweather-like, which was not great for me in my bet, but that's fine.
Because he was fighting against someone who clearly had a diminished skill set. Not to say that Conor didn't look okay in the fight, but clearly he's not a professional boxer. And so, yeah, I mean,
I'm willing to bet Floyd was playing it safe until he felt the punches coming softer and softer and softer, because the more tired you get, the less power you have.
I remember there was one replay in particular where they were showing Conor McGregor's punches, and I've described them as little baby punches. Like, they were like barely connecting. And I remember the announcer having to say, like, well, he's getting points because he's actually touching him. So he's not actually physically hurting him or actually hitting him, but his little glove is like, pushing against Floyd Mayweather's skin real lightly, so he's getting points. That was me further
that's how
adding to that, but
that's how they judge the fight in the Olympics and in the Golden Gloves. There's a blue and white gloves and a red and white gloves, and only the white portion of the glove counts as a punch when you hit them in the Golden Gloves in the Olympics. But anyways, when the punches started coming softer and softer, Mayweather knew that he wasn't getting knocked out and that he could just be super aggressive and just go for it and go for it and go for it. It was a breath of fresh air, I'll tell you that, because a lot of these Floyd Mayweather fights, there's a lot of skipping around and not so much dancing, but there's a lot of just, not too much brawling going on. And Floyd's very tactical and precise. But he went for it. Round 8, round 9, round 10, Conor was in deep, deep, deep trouble. And Floyd was able to put him away. So, just bad punching techniques from Conor. Not really much he could have done. Like, he did everything he could have done not being a professional fighter,
right,
going up against the greatest boxer of our what's the word I'm looking for?
Generation.
Of our generation. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, I think that there's no reason that this matchup should have happened aside from
the money.
Money.
I bet Floyd has 400 million reasons why this would fight.
And we know that we knew that from the beginning. We knew that the hype of this fight was not going to be able to live up to that. And I think my assessment, I guess, on this whole thing is basically that Mayweather, in my opinion, and I don't know boxing like boxing, but I guess I feel like he had a certain strategy. He admitted his strategy. His strategy was basically to let Conor McGregor, essentially wear himself out. So Conor McGregor won those first 3 rounds, but he won the first 3 rounds because Floyd Mayweather let him win those rounds because he let him tire himself out. So when they got to 4, they got to 5, they got to 6. Goddamn, when they got to 7, there was literally a point where Conor McGregor looked like he was about to fall asleep. He was so goddamn tired. His arms were completely at his side. So I feel like if Floyd Mayweather, I know he's not a knockout guy, but I feel like had he wanted to more handily knock out Conor McGregor, I think he could have done that with ease. But I think money. You don't want to have this humongous boxing match. I mean, this is the biggest boxing match, since the last Floyd Mayweather. Who is that?
No. This is the biggest one probably since he fought. This is on the same level as Pacquiao, but better.
Right.
But I would compare this actually closer to the De La Hoya fight when he fought De La Hoya in 2007, I think it was.
So, I mean, this is a huge fight. And so it needed to go longer. Conor McGregor needed to at least look like he wasn't a complete chump in this. And I mean, Conor McGregor is not a chump in that he went in and he did this, and I'm sure he trained very, very hard. But you've got a guy who's 49-0. He's never been beaten. He's never been knocked out.
Olympic silver medalist.
Yeah, I mean, come on. There's no
bronze medalist. Maybe?
Right. There was no way that Conor McGregor was going to win this fight, and Floyd Mayweather, I think, made Conor McGregor look like a viable opponent, like he needed it to be, because he doesn't want that mark on his 50-0 to be, hey, he just destroyed Conor McGregor, a guy who's not a boxer, who shouldn't probably have been in this boxing match besides money. He made him look somewhat credible, and I think that was necessary. And so, I mean, does that make boxing sort of a work, in my opinion? Maybe a little bit. I mean, I think that what happened in the ring still was real for sure. But still, I think that this matchup could have went a lot differently, and whether that's just only Floyd Mayweather's strategy that he discussed with his dad, as he said, or if there were more hands in that, and I would be hard pressed to not be the conspiracy theorist and think there were more, because there's a lot of money on the line, and this boxing match needed to come off in a credible way and in a way that people walked away happy. And I think most people did walk away happy, besides the fact that Conor McGregor didn't actually get knocked out. But come on.
No, I was unhappy with that finish.
It was a done deal.
The writing was on the wall, but you got to give him a chance to keep fighting. Because people paid $100 for this. Like, lots and lots of people paid $100 for this.
Yeah, I paid $100 for this.
And you want to see somebody's mouthpiece go flying out of their fucking mouth, Mike Tyson style, straight OG knockout. But you got a fatigued Conor kind of barely able to hold himself up because he was just so tired from punching.
It started to be pathetic.
Body shots that
it was sad. It was kind of sad.
All he needed to do though was take a knee and get that standing 8 count and make it to the end of the round and come out for the 11th round. But that's because I needed Floyd to win by decision. That's the only reason why I
worried about it because of the money. God damn it!
Of course, but yeah, the ref. I mean, I think the ref shortchanged Conor McGregor a little bit. I think he could have gave him a standing 8 count. I think he could have seen where his head was at after another 8 seconds. If after that McGregor was still out of it, yeah, stop the fight. But if McGregor's like, yo, let me go, let me keep fighting, then let him keep fighting. Yeah. I mean, shoot. I mean, because I like a definitive ending. I like a knockout. I like a submission. I like something where it's like the stamp is on it. I don't like it when there's like a little bit of mystery to it. But
I think that's what they wanted to happen here too.
Maybe. I have no idea. But overall, better fight than expected. Conor had a pretty good jab. He's able to hit him pretty good a few times. But at the end of the day, Floyd Mayweather, man, he's a real boxer. I would love to see these two guys fight with the MMA gloves in a boxing rules match. That is like the ultimate, like, awesome, like, they need a sport where they use the UFC gloves in a boxing ring under boxing rules, because you would get more knockouts that way. And like, it would just be a faster paced fight. And it would just be like, you can't look away, because once somebody connects with these 4-ounce gloves, somebody's got to fall. So you would see a lot more knockouts on guys' records. And I think then too, you could charge $100 for a pay-per-view. If Floyd Mayweather and Conor McGregor are fighting in 4-ounce gloves, and the first or second time Mayweather hits him with them small ass gloves on, he's probably going to fall. So, that's just my 2 cents on the whole thing.
Wait, this was $100?
After taxes, is like $105. Jeez
Louise, man.
Or like $108, maybe. I'm not sure.
That is crazy, dude. I can't believe this was $100.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you're going to stop the fight, knock his ass out. Don't give me no, like, halfway, just stopping the fight because he's tired. Stop the fight because he's dead.
Yeah, this is... Wow.
So, yeah, that's my 2 cents on the whole thing. So you enjoyed it then, right? You thought it was a good fight?
Yeah, I enjoyed the fight for sure. Yeah. Yeah, it was better than expected. But yeah, I mean, with the caveats that I've kind of laid out there with it. So, but yeah, I think it was the fight that it needed to be. I think really the most depressing aspect of this whole entire thing, though, is that I thought that I did not have to work that day, and apparently I did have to work, and Eddie and I were going to go to the strip club to go and watch this fight. And sadly, that did not happen. So
yeah,
that was the most depressing aspect of the night.
Yeah, I couldn't get anybody to go with me out there, man. I wasn't going to go by myself. So
yeah,
I mean, I could have. I just didn't want to.
I did determine that the strip club might be a bad place to go, because, you're at the strip club, you're trying to look at the TV and stuff, and, other things are walking about. So.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. Well,
hey, get out of the way, honey. I want to see this fight here.
That'd be the perfect time to sneak away those during the Mayweather fight.
Yeah.
Nobody's paying attention. Just go ahead and sneak on out of there.
Yeah. So, yeah, it was an enjoyable fight. I liked it. So. Yeah,
congratulations, Floyd. 50-0. You're now retired. We're going to miss those once every 2-year boxing matches, but I'll tell you what, whenever Floyd Mayweather's fighting, the world's paying attention. So, unfortunately, we're probably not going to get that anymore. And for Conor, probably looking at another UFC fight coming up, maybe another boxing match coming up. Who knows? I'll tell you what, if Conor's next fight is a boxing match and he's sponsored by the money team or by Floyd Mayweather's group, I'm suspicious. As for all your conspiracy theories, I have to rewind and play over again because I'm not too sure about it.
Yeah.
If he comes back with a money team shirt and he's boxing like all day, every day, and not in the UFC anymore, I'm skeptical hippo as to the whole thing. But that's probably not going to happen. McGregor's got his own thing going on, and hopefully he fights either Max Holloway or Nate Diaz in the UFC. Maybe January, February. I mean, he didn't really get hurt. Like people were saying online, oh, the damage is what stopped Conor.
Yeah,
Conor,
he didn't seem that damaged.
No, you've seen UFC fights, right, where the guys' faces are all cut up and stuff. The most damage he had was to his lungs, was from swinging and missing too many punches trying to hit Mayweather.
Yeah, he did not seem all that damaged. So, yeah. Anyway.
But that's what it is. What it is. It's like if you go back in my initial breakdown of this fight, I told Conor, "Look, man, just hit him in the body," because initially it was going to be in 10-ounce gloves. The gloves are going to be even heavier, which probably meant that Conor would have gotten finished earlier because he would have gotten tired earlier from swinging so much with the heavier gloves on. But he did a good job of going to the body. He did a good job with the jab. It was just that, Floyd Mayweather is just too good. He's just way too damn good.
Absolutely. So last Sunday, WWE had their annual SummerSlam extravaganza. So let's talk about the results of that, and then let's talk about the winner of our picks between myself and Eddie and our guest Elias from the Man Cave Chronicles. So let's hit that. Eddie,
SummerSlam. Looking back on it, it's easy to forget because everything we just saw with Mayweather and McGregor, but I got to be honest, SummerSlam was pretty good, pretty damn good.
It wasn't
good.
It was not a bad event. I will say I think it was overshadowed by NXT, which we will get to.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, NXT was all right. Like, I don't watch a lot of pay-per-views anymore, so it's hard to compare it to any modern stuff, but I enjoyed bits and pieces of SummerSlam for sure.
And I think that's the way that it is now. There's not many events that are like front to back absolutely amazing. You kind of have to pick, what meets your needs. And that's kind of what the show is now, is that each different match kind of, is tailored to a different type of fan. So yeah, you kind of get that. Yeah.
They were in Brooklyn.
A
little controversy with the beach ball there.
Yeah, I'm going to say which we will cover that. But I will say that overall, I could not have been more disappointed with this crowd. What a lame, quiet crowd for being in Brooklyn and being so loud in the same arena the night before for NXT. And they were really quiet for a vast majority of the matches, with a couple of matches in particular that they really, really reacted to. But for the most part, they were pretty quiet, and the beach ball thing, which we'll cover when we get to that match. But
yeah, that was pretty funny. I like that.
So yeah, let's start off with the matches. Go through just little brief thoughts on the matches, and then winner and who got the pick correct. So
all right, SmackDown tag: Usos defeating New Day for the tag team SmackDown championships. I didn't see this match.
I also did not see this match, so I cannot comment on it. I am going to assume Elias did not see it either, but he actually got this correct.
Usos?
We both got it wrong.
Nice.
So
had I not stuck to my shtick, I might have gone with the Usos.
Yeah. Eddie's a little shticky, so.
Yeah. Was that on Saturday night or no? Probably not.
Yeah, maybe. He can be a
Finn Balor.
sticky. Sticky icky. We'll go back and forth. Finn Balor, the Demon Finn Balor,
yes,
versus Bray Wyatt, and the winner of this match was Finn Balor.
Yeah, he got some nice artwork on his body paint, I guess.
What did you think about this match?
It went exactly how I thought it would. I don't recall. I remember we watched it.
Yeah. I remember it was input into our brains via
Here's the deal. Just a little inside information. Me and Ray got together, watched SummerSlam with a bunch of old buddies, and we got so hammered by the end of this goddamn thing that I don't remember how I got home. So
yeah, we got very, very hammered, and then
anything like tag team match or something, it's just like I hardly remember.
The best moments of the night though were not coming from SummerSlam. They were actually coming from when we broke out the N64 and we started playing No Mercy and Revenge.
Dude, I'm telling you, there has got to be a way to Twitch us playing N64.
If you know a way to get Twitch onto N64,
yes. How do we stream from the N64 or like How do we just stream
Can we
playing
just
it?
film it with like a webcam?
Because
and
we
then-
had a bonkers ass time.
Yeah,
It was,
that was
so
a lot
fun.
of motherfucking
it was
fun.
so fun.
No doubt.
4-player battle royal N64. It was.
I want to
great.
do that. There's got to be a way. I'm going to look into that because I would love to do that.
So, do you remember this Bray Wyatt match?
No, not really.
Okay,
Not really.
I'm glad I'm not the only one then.
I'm sure it was serviceable enough, but it's got Bray Wyatt in it. So
Yeah.
I have yet to have a Bray Wyatt match that I'm like, you got to see this Bray Wyatt match.
Yeah,
And this is not it either. So
that's all right.
Yeah.
Well, moving on, we had the Big Show.
Oh, by the
losing.
way, we all got that right too.
Yeah,
I don't know
yeah,
if
yeah.
that was covered, but
We all got Balor in that one. Big Show lost to Big Cass, couple of big guys in a big match at a big event
and a big shark cage.
in a big city. Yeah.
Forget about it.
Oh
How you
yeah,
doing?
I told
How you
you.
doing?
I told you got out. I told you get out.
What, we got a couple haters over here? A couple big haters?
Oh, what do we have here? I loved it. He put the grease on. He slid right up out
That
of
was
there.
pretty funny. That was,
and
I've
then he
never
got the
seen
big
that.
boot.
Yeah, he was in the shark cage. He greased his little body up. He got out of the cage and then immediately got big booted.
I don't remember how Big Show lost, but that's like the only thing I remember. Is him
He
getting
took
out.
the his elbow drop. His finisher is like a big jumping elbow drop. He lost to that. So
Okay.
So yeah, myself and Elias got this correct. Eddie did not get it correct. And I mean, the match was what it was. It's a Big Show match. It's a big cast match. Yeah, whatever. So
Yeah.
yeah. And then next up on the agenda, we've got WWE SmackDown Women's Champion Naomi faced off against Natalya Neidhart in another match. I don't really remember that much.
No.
You're going to notice
This
that.
was the shocker of the night, though. I remember
Yeah.
being very surprised by the finish of this one.
Yeah, we definitely did not see Natalya taking this title, and yeah, she
I
did.
think I was cracking open a beer and Natalia won. I was like, what?
You were like, Bret Hart's coming out? Oh,
Oh,
man.
no. That was Brett. No.
That's the disappointment again.
Nah. I don't want to steal your joke.
Yeah. That's my joke. Every time I hear Natalya's music, I'm like, yes, Bret Hart's coming out. Oh, well, this is Natalya. Never mind.
She's a good wrestler.
So yeah,
She's not bad.
we all got that wrong. Not a single one of us got it right.
Yeah. Poor
Wah,
Naomi.
wah, wah,
Yeah.
wah.
What the hell? I don't know. I don't get it.
Yep.
So after that was the Women's Raw Tag Team. Oh, this ain't tag team.
No, that's
WWE Raw Women's.
why you always be talking about the women's wrestlers. You're not a new tag team. Come on.
Sasha Banks
Turn them into
versus
some
Alexa
dolls.
Bliss. Eddie was correct in this prediction. And the new women's champion, Sasha Banks. Pretty decent match. I almost switched my pick after seeing that No Mercy promo with the hot chick blonde.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, damn, I lost
That's a
already.
rematch.
How'd I lose before the match even start?
Did Sasha Banks, did she do the single vagina, the single jumping vagina?
I don't remember. This
don't
was a
think
good
so.
match, though.
Yeah.
This was pretty good.
I'll have to go back and watch that
Yeah,
one.
I was pleasantly surprised at the wrestling.
Pleasantly
in this one.
plump. So yeah, so Eddie
Yeah,
was
speaking of pleasantly plump, little Alexa has a nice little booty on her, but
yeah,
that's neither here nor there.
yeah, I didn't notice that.
This is the first time I noticed it.
Yeah, so Eddie was correct in his pick in that match. He was the only one. So
Yeah,
next up
Baby
we got
face.
the WWE Raw Tag Team titles. It was Cesaro and Sheamus facing off against Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose, 2/3 of the Shield. So Eddie, what'd you think about this match?
easily the best match of the night.
Yeah, very good match.
Easily my favorite match of the night. The beach ball match.
Oh my God. So the story of the beach ball is that, you get into these smarky crowds and, they get a beach ball and they start passing a beach ball around. They're bouncing it around. They're not paying attention to the match, whatever. And so the beach ball, then you hear the fans start booing. They're looking a particular direction. One of the security guys has gotten the beach ball. And so Cesaro, you don't even know where he comes
he
from.
just bolts out
He
of
just
there.
runs full force, jumps over the barricade, leaps over the barricade, and the fans are cheering for him because they think that he's saving the beach ball for them. And he grabs the beach ball, and as he's bringing it over the barricade, he's Hulk Hogan t-shirting it, and he's just ripping it into shreds, and just gets the ultimate heel heat. And it was the best moment of probably the entire night. So Yes, awesome. Aside from that, though, what a good match.
Great match.
Cesaro and Sheamus are actually a very, very, very good tag team.
This might be the first really long Cesaro match I've seen since that Great Balls of Fire match, but I mean, like, even before then, I hadn't seen much of Cesaro. Very impressed with Cesaro. I really like his stuff. And
Cesaro is good, man.
This was a really good match. There's nothing really else to say. It was just a really, really, really good match.
And the winners.
And the crowd went nuts. The crowd went nuts for the finish.
For the finish, Rollins and Ambrose.
You don't get that reaction anymore with
no, but they got a really good reaction. They won the tag team titles, and each and every one of us saw it coming.
Oh yeah, so, we all got that right.
So, but
cool.
Regardless,
so
good match.
Yeah, great match. Next one is the WWE United States title: AJ versus Kevin Owens. The winner of this match was AJ Styles. We all got it right, even with Shane O'Mac as the special ref.
And I think I had kind of sort of made up the thing about anyone hitting Shane McMahon. I don't think.
Oh, great! Now you're making shit up.
I don't think that was actually part of the thing. They were just kind of playing off of that. That they didn't get along or whatever. So, I mean, they played off of that a few times with Shane McMahon, getting knocked out of the ring. Yeah, I definitely did notice that the sweatiest guy in this whole goddamn match was Shane McMahon as the referee. He had broken a full sweat Brock Lesnar style by the time he got into the ring before the bell even rung, and he's the referee.
I'm telling you, those lights are hot, man. Those lights that shine on the ring.
You got your sweaters and you got your not sweaters. He is a sweater. But yeah, I mean, it was a good match. This is another match I would like to go back and rewatch this match.
Yeah.
The only thing that I did really notice is that the Styles Clash looks kind of awkward when done on big guys. So like, it looks like he's really, really struggling to put it on someone like Kevin Owens, and man, it just doesn't look like a finisher. So I think he should be really using his elbow thing, or Eddie was bringing up in TNA. He had a move he called the spinal tap, which is this crazy spinning top rope move. So. That would be pretty cool if he did that. Yeah,
I was pretty much 7 out of 10 drunk here, and I don't remember a thing about this match.
Yeah, so yeah. Next up, we have John Cena facing off against Baron Corbin, the Lone Wolf, and. Who won this match? I think we all knew who won this match.
John Cena.
John Cena won this match.
Come on now. This was the easiest pick.
And this is actually the match that started the pay-per-view. So this was a match that I was confused by because I still bet on John Cena, but I was really confused because I was thinking, so when they did the thing on SmackDown where Baron Corbin went to try to cash in his Money in the Bank, and then that didn't work out for him, and he blamed it on Cena, I thought that this would give him a good opportunity to really... even if he didn't win this match, to just like beat down John Cena after this match. But instead, it was just a very typical John Cena comes out on a big event. He does his John Cena stuff, and then he does the the attitude adjustment, and he gets a pinfall victory, and he leaves, and he throws his fingers up, and then he's gone.
He's got a flight to catch. What do you want him to do? Maybe he's got room service coming. We don't know. He's on
that Hogan thing.
It's SummerSlam. It's John Cena. No reason for him to lose here. You can have Baron Corbin do the beatdown stuff on the SmackDown exclusive pay-per-view where nobody's watching. But SummerSlam, you got to have the big guys win, and I think they did it right here.
Yeah. So, and then
the next one was the WWE title, Jinder Mahal versus Shinsuke Nakamura. No, I'm just kidding. Shinsuke Nakamura. I wonder if that's the proper pronunciation of his name, Shinsuke. Because there was a wrestler in WCW called Kensuke Sasaki. And it was kind of spelled similarly.
I think that they were probably just mispronouncing it back then. I mean, he calls himself Shinsuke. So.
Yeah. Oh, he does? It is Shinsuke?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I apologize,
but he does
Nakamura.
have autism, though, according to Eddie. So
I didn't say he has autism. I said he might have autism.
He might have. He speculated that he might have autism. He
does the finger thing, so it's like, it reminds me of an autistic person.
Not that there's anything wrong with that. He's just trying to put the puzzle pieces together. So,
yeah. So, the sleeper pick won this one, Jinder Mahal. This might have been another one I might have picked, but I didn't. We all got this wrong. The match,
Yeah.
I don't really remember too well. I remember, wasn't there like a lot of
A lot of gaga, as they call it. A lot of gaga.
a lot of
A lot of interference
baby?
and such. No, gaga.
goo goo gaga?
Who is the person that actually was like professionally wrestling for a little while? You don't know what gaga is?
I never heard of that.
Gaga is like, it's like a bunch of bullshit. It's a bunch of, interference and other, misdirection and distraction and stuff. And that's basically what it is. So that was what there was a lot of in this match. There was a lot of, his guys coming in and interfering and all that type of stuff. So, yeah, he didn't win on the up and up. I don't really remember the actual, like, the meat and potatoes of the match, but I can imagine that probably Shinsuke was probably dominating a good portion of that, even though he's the babyface. But
I don't know. I don't. This was probably 8 out of 10 drunkenness at this point.
I do remember that Jinder Mahal had to do his finisher, and his finisher is like some sort of he like basically puts him in like $1 million dream, and then does like it's almost like I believe it's like back in the day, one of our friends had a finisher that was similar to that.
Are you talking about the Cobra Clutch slam or whatever?
Yeah.
Isn't that the Sergeant Slaughter finisher?
He kind of goes back. He goes backwards with it more. He didn't like drop him down. He went backward.
Okay.
So anyway, but it looked really, really awkward and weird. So it looked like he was just trying to give Shinsuke a hug, and Shinsuke doesn't like to be touched because he's autistic. So, and you can hear a pin drop. So.
Last but not least,
we've got the four-way match for the WWE Universal title. We've got the champion, Mr. Brock Lesnar, versus Roman Reigns versus
Samoa Joe. You call him for what he is. That fat bastard, you call him Sloppy Joe.
Versus Braun Strowman. And sadly, not a single one of us out of all three got it right.
I should have got a bonus point for being the closest.
What makes you the closest?
Roman Reigns had it. He had it.
He's a babyface. Of course, they're going to make it look like he had
it. It was Brock was in trouble. I told you guys you're sleeping on Roman Reigns.
So Brock Lesnar kept the title. What did you think of the match, Eddie?
A lot of body slamming through tables and not a lot of Samoa Joe, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, not a lot of Joe, a lot of Braun Strowman in this match, but I will say that I liked the match quite a bit. It was very, very hype.
Oh, this was the best Brock Lesnar match in a long time.
The crowd was so goddamn hyped when Braun Strowman was just laying waste to Brock Lesnar. He power slammed him through like 3 announce tables in a row, I think. He threw a...
Brock Lesnar got carried out on the stretcher.
Got carried on the stretcher. Braun Strowman took a office chair and threw it like full force at Roman Reigns' head and hit him in the head. Braun Strowman was on fire in this match. So, yeah, I thought it was a really good match. I thought this was definitely the best possible match that you could have had with these guys. And the crowd basically like had saved up all of their energy for this thing apparently. So, they were really hyped for it. And it was shocking. I didn't expect Brock Lesnar to win this match, and he walked away with the title. And I think that only means one thing. He's going to keep that belt all the way till WrestleMania, and he's going to fight Roman Reigns, and he's going to lose, and that's going to be sad.
Who knows? It's hard to say.
So, yeah.
I don't even know if I care.
Yeah.
But, it was a good card. Like, for me, what really sticks out here is the Shield match. The Shield tag match, and maybe that Sasha Banks and where is it? Alexa. That was pretty good, and in the main event, those are probably my top 3 matches of the card.
Yeah, I would say the main event, and then I would say the probably the AJ Owens match, and then the tag match.
Yeah, so pretty good to get 3 good matches
Yeah.
You know,
those are 3 matches I would go back and watch.
yeah, I mean, shit, it's hard to find some good shit these days, and it was pretty good. SummerSlam was pretty good. Did you want to go talk a little about NXT at all, or no?
Yeah. First, we'll do the final tally on the
my
picks,
bad.
and then I just wanted to do real briefly on NXT. I wanted to talk about that, so a couple things I wanted to hit on that.
Congratulations
To Elias,
Man Cave
is the new SummerSlam champion for the picks.
Good job, buddy.
He got 7 right, and I got 6 right, and Eddie got 6 right. So once again, proving doesn't matter how much you're watching, because
you can win.
Booking is most of the time completely and utterly fucking logical. So I can watch Game of Thrones and I can tell you right away,
we still haven't talked about Game of Thrones.
There was a scene in the season finale that I just thought was the most predictable shit of all time.
Jon Snow's butt?
No, not even that. But that was predictable too, but some other stuff. But yeah, I mean, honestly, everything on that show's been pretty predictable lately. But with wrestling, they always keep you guessing because they apparently don't know how to write a story start to finish. So anyway, but yeah, Elias is the victor of the picks. So when we start printing out our JOA t-shirts, we will definitely have one of the first shirts will be pre-designated for you, Elias. You're getting a JOA t-shirt. So definitely hit us up. Let us know your size. We're going to send it to you. So yeah. And then I wanted to talk about NXT real briefly because, man, I'm going to be honest. I enjoyed NXT far more than I enjoyed SummerSlam. Not front to back.
I wouldn't go that far.
Not front.
It was good though, but I don't know.
Not front to back. The main event, didn't really do it for me. Fans really didn't care. But you had 2 matches. Here's my reasons. Number 1 is you had the opening match, which was one of the best matches that I've seen in forever.
Johnny Gargano.
Johnny Gargano is the shit, and he had these tag matches that I had to have when Eddie was not watching at all. I was like, you have to watch these tag matches. And despite him complaining about the finish in the one match.
Oh God, they screwed it up. That's all right. Anyway.
He still very much appreciated what they did. And
sure.
Johnny Gargano definitely brought that. And in this match against I don't even know how to pronounce this goddamn name. Adrian
the Mexican
Sienna
guy.
Almas.
Yeah.
Versus
Solis
Johnny Gargano.
or whatever his name is. I don't know his name.
Sienna Almas.
Uh
That was just an amazing match. The best match of the whole night by a long shot.
I greatly enjoyed that match.
The crowd was so hype, so goddamn hype. And then the other match that I really, really enjoyed was Asuka versus Ember Moon for the NXT Women's Championship. God damn, man. Asuka is just unfreaking believable. Ember Moon is still pretty early on in her career. So she's got a little, she's got some things to fill out, but Asuka brought an amazing match out of her, and the crowd was just out of freaking control. Everybody thought that Ember Moon was going to win this match, and still Asuka is just unfreaking stoppable. So great match. And then the other thing that
Wait. So you love the fact that Asuka won that?
Yeah, absolutely.
So you should pat these guys on the back then. You should say, good job, WWE, for,
I am
making Asuka unstoppable.
That's what I'm doing right now.
Okay. Well, you ripped them apart for SummerSlam, but then they do stuff that you like, and you're just like, Asuka is great, but really it was not so much Asuka. It was like whoever books NXT.
Well, they're a different person books NXT than WWE, but and I'll give kudos when they're deserved. I gave kudos in the main event of this SummerSlam. I said that was the best that they could have possibly booked that main event. So
okay.
And on the same event, I mean, I thought that the main event was pretty lackluster. So, but yeah, kudos to whoever booked the Asuka Ember Moon match and to the participants in it as well. And then I'm also going to give kudos as well to Ray's new favorite wrestler. Ray has a new favorite wrestler after all these years. I've been waiting and waiting.
Wait, a number one favorite?
My
wrestler?
Number one favorite current active wrestler.
And that is?
And I haven't had one since CM Punk was my last current favorite active wrestler. Mr. Aleister Black.
Oh, I forgot about him.
Aleister Black. So, as I've mentioned a little bit on the podcast, Ray the Jerk is into some interesting and some weird stuff. I'm into occult and magic and all kinds of Eastern philosophy and such.
I thought you were going to go with Johnny Gargano.
No, I love Johnny Gargano too. I love Johnny Gargano's in-ring work. But, you know, Aleister Black speaks to me because, goddamn, dude comes out. I'm like, instantly I'm looking at his little vet. First off, his entrance was amazing. He comes out to a band. It's not my style of metal, but he comes out to a pretty rock and metal band playing his song live. He like raises up out of like a coffin thing with all these candles and like some sort of ritual thing. He looks like a freaking badass. He's got super, super awesome tattoos. He's got a Kali tattoo. He's got a Medusa tattoo. He's got just
the great Kali and Medusa.
No, not the great Kali. Kali, the Hindu goddess, goddammit, the goddess of death and destruction.
Who would get a great Kali tattoo? It would be way too big. It wouldn't fit on his body.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to fit the chin on there. So, but yeah, he's got the old school, the old French tarot death card on his back of his coat, amongst other like occult symbols and stuff. And anyway, then he gets in the ring and goddamn. So first off, he does a crazy fucking backflip that he does into like a meditation pose, which is absolutely awesome. His in-ring work in this match, I mean, it didn't blow me away. I don't think it was an amazing match just because the crowd wasn't as into it and like as hype into it. I think that really makes a big difference, but I thought he had a pretty good showing against the former Kenta, Hideo Itami. But I thought it was a really good match. And then the other thing that really, really impressed me is how goddamn smooth this dude is in the ring. And his finisher is just incredible. Absolutely incredible. It's basically, it's like a roundhouse kick, but it's like the old Jean-Claude Van Damme roundhouse kick, but his other foot doesn't leave the ground. But it looks unbelievably impactful. It just looks like it completely crushes. And, yeah, I'm sure it doesn't really hurt at all if they're letting him do it. So he's been a kickboxer since he was like 7 years old. So he's got a lot of years of kickboxing behind him, and it definitely shows. So
I'm a fan of the strong style wrestlers.
Yeah, he's definitely bringing that. And I love the gimmick. I have always been drawn towards, you know, The Undertaker and Cactus Jack and Mankind and Raven, Mortis. I used to love Mortis. This is like a cool Mortis. R.I.P. Chris Kanyon, but Mortis was kind of lame looking back. So anyway,
interesting. Yeah. Well, I just want to shout out goddamn WWE Network for stepping their game up with the hidden gems and the classic collections. Man. And I still have yet to use my voucher, but
my voucher I got you for Christmas.
I've never been this close in my life. God damn it. Ray showed me all this new shit on WWE Network, and I was just like, whoa, this actually looks pretty good.
We spent some good time on there. It was so funny to hear Eddie say, so I got him this for Christmas, and then I instantly was like, that was a bad thing to get him. And hearing Eddie now in like August be like, I've never been closer to using my 3-month free subscription that I have than right now in August.
It is so good. Hidden gems.
It is really
King Kong
good, though.
Bundy with hair.
But he's not on Baldhead Island. We brought him up on Baldhead Island.
I never knew. I know a lot of shit about wrestling, especially like the old wrestling.
Never seen King Kong Bundy with hair.
Never seen that motherfucker with hair. Ever.
We were watching, what was that? It was like UPW from like 2001. We saw like one of the first ever matches of Samoa Joe. We saw Edge and Christian face off against Nova and Kazarian.
Dude, I was loving that shit.
Yeah, it was really, really bizarre. But yeah, that was fun.
Keep bringing those hidden gems, WWE.
Yes.
And, if you can not make the music suck for a lot of the older stuff,
that would be nice.
I'd appreciate that. Yeah. I'm a big fan of Slick, the Doctor style. I can't get my Slick music, so
that's pretty disappointing.
It's the dub overs, I understand it, but your boy Eddie the Jerk is a fan of the originals, and I'm sure a lot of other people are as well.
Absolutely, it takes you out of it for sure. I mean, we talked about it before, but goddamn, ECW is just fucking unwatchable with the music. Yeah. I mean, honestly, even a lot of the WCW, I didn't realize how much, I hate hearing DDP come out to his fake ass WWF music, and I hate hearing Raven come out to his, I mean, I like his WWF music, but I hate hearing him come out to that.
Oh, he comes out to the WWE Raven music in WCW?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Because his music was like too close to Come As You Are.
I remember it.
Nirvana.
Oh yeah, I definitely remember it. Yeah.
So yeah, don't sing more than like 15 seconds of it.
Yeah, it's the same like with us on the podcast.
Yeah. So
cool. Well, that was the SummerSlam wrap up with a little NXT.
Yeah, it was cool. So we're gonna go to break, and then we're gonna hear from Eddie the Jerk and his obsessive love of all things Audible, and we're gonna hear from our friends over at the Man Cave Chronicles, and then we will be back with our universal call out of Tigers.
Hey, what's up, guys? Eddie the Jerk here from the Jerk of All Trades podcast, and thank you for hanging out with us. As you guys already know, I've been on this Audible for a while now, and I'm totally digging it. When you use the link audibletrial.com/JOAT podcast, you get a free audiobook when you sign up, a free audiobook every 30 days thereafter, and discounted audiobook pricing as an Audible member. If you already have an Amazon account, it's so easy to sign up. It literally took me like 10 seconds to set everything up. My audiobook of choice this month is Game of Thrones, A Song of Fire and Ice, book number 1. If you haven't seen the show, no big deal. Go ahead and get caught up with this audiobook. And for you fans of Game of Thrones, you already know what time it is. You're going to love this audiobook. Once again, the link is audibletrial.com/JOAT podcast. Go start up your Audible subscription like a king with Audible and the Jerks.
If you like stand-up comedy, sports, entertainment, interviews with guests, things you talk about with your boys in the Man Cave, then tune into the Man Cave Chronicles podcast on iTunes, Stitcher, Overcast, and Pocket Cast.
Has the universe ever called out to you? Well, it's calling out to you now, and it demands you listen to the Jerk of All Trades podcast. Every Thursday night, Eddie and Ray tackled the absurdity of this world via a cornucopia of topics ranging from hot-button mainstream news, tech, robotics, progressive medicine, UFC, WWE, and so much more. Jerk of All Trades, changing the world, one podcast at a time. Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah. You know what time it is.
Eye of the Tiger time.
Universal call-out results. We got some Tiger stories for you.
We got Tiger stories coming out the freaking wazoo. Coming out the wazoo. That was
wazoo.
Oh, man, I did not even mean that to be
Is that the Washington Zoo?
I didn't even mean that to be a zoo pun, but it ended up as a fucking zoo pun. But yeah. So there it is. So yeah, we had Universal Call Out was Tigers this past week, and let me tell you what, there was a lot of fucking fun Tigers stories. So let's hit them with the first one. The first one, this might go down as one of my favorite Universal Call Out stories of all time. So
This one is definitely bringing the comedy.
yes. So the Tony the Tiger Twitter account has become an object of adoration for online furries. If you don't know what furries are, it is people, and I may get this wrong, and if you're a furry, please correct me, but I believe furries to be people that are turned on by either like wearing like big animal costumes or seeing people wearing those animal costumes, and I believe they fetishize seeing just like animals, like, you know, cartoon looking animals engaged in sexual activities in picture form as well, I believe.
This gives no meaning to the term frosted flakes.
Yes, I believe.
Where's that frosting coming from?
I believe
Tony the Tiger. They're great.
I believe that yeah, and one of our later stories, someone told, or one of our this actually happened last year as well, which we'll cover, but someone actually said that we're not all after your frost. So
Oh no.
but yeah, so Tony blocked a wave of fuzzy deviants en masse, and once the news got out, there was no block button that contained the perversion that followed.
Oh my god.
30-year-old Twitter user Alex Bovine had You would think he would be into, like, I don't know, some sort of cartoon bull or something.
Manure porn, maybe, or something. I don't know.
He had his account suspended for sexually harassing Tony the Tiger.
Oh, no.
Who fucking did that?
It's a freaking cartoon. Leave them alone.
Apparently, he claimed that he would fuck that tiger, is what he said to him.
Quote, unquote.
Yeah, there's, let's see, there's some fun little, yeah, that's his original tweet. I'd fuck that tiger. They determined
the toy is inside Tony.
Yeah, my old roommate got suspended from Twitter for sexually harassing Tony the Tiger. Look at what people are saying. Sure, cinnamon frosted flakes look great, and that tiger on the box doesn't look half bad either. Hashtag blushing. Hashtag cinemonograph. I don't know what that is. Wow, do the same thing in my mouth, but not with milk, please. You're so muscular. It's hard. It's hard to tell if a lot of this is just like
satire,
you know, right? Yeah.
Or like comedy.
Yeah. So I wouldn't want to pour that milk all over my cereal and then let me nut while I watch you eat it, or I want to.
Damn.
Apparently, he didn't even know that Tony was regularly subjected to such naughty talk. The Tony tweet popped up in my feed as Rona tweet. I have a special loathing of these things. If you give me an opportunity to interact with a brand that's popping up in my timeline without my consent, I'm gonna get weird. BuzzFeed points out that he even relates the incident to the criticism Twitter has received for its refusal to monitor hate speech. So yeah, and then they go into that whole
Well, you know
thing,
what they say, the freaks come out at night. But it seems to me the freaks come out on Twitter more than anything else.
I mean, you would think that actually they come out in the morning because that's when their cereal comes out, and that's when they're looking at all these cartoon animals on their cereal and trying to bust nut onto their cereal boxes. So yeah, like I said, this was actually not the first time that this happened, and actually the previous time, this is from last year. I actually thought this was the same fucking story until like Eddie pointed this out to me not even like a couple of hours ago. So apparently Tony the Tiger was being harassed by furries last year as well. So anyway, we'll kind of go through this a little bit.
Who knew the furry community was so deep?
Yeah, they seem to be,
they all got Twitter.
Yeah, so Tony was not happy. Some people were saying some inappropriate things to him. He said, let's keep things great and family friendly if you could. Cubs could be watching. And then this guy said, it's the way they drew you, Tony. You're irresistible. Then he's had to start blocking people. Let's see. Tony, can you please tell me you love me? He tried victim blaming, suggesting that Tony should put on some clothes. So I'm going to tell you what. So we actually took a picture for the podcast with some Frosted Flakes. And when we were buying the Frosted Flakes, we noticed that we did not see not a single photo of Tony the Tiger on the cereal box in which you could see his lower body. So I feel like Kellogg's has actually taken action and they're trying to, cover up the fact that Tony the Tiger is not wearing pants. So there's some sort of fucking conspiracy theory going on with Tony the Tiger here where, just put some goddamn pants on him,
Yeah, but tigers don't wear pants.
Yeah, but tigers don't wear ascots either, and he's wearing a fucking ascot. So
he's got a little flavor. He's a wild animal, though. Tony the Tiger's crazy.
This goddamn custom-made ascot with Tony on it.
He'll bite the shit out of you. Trust me, he's crazy.
He doesn't even have any teeth.
He's been eating cereal for 30 years. You don't think he won't take a bite out of you?
He's got sugar high. He doesn't even have any fucking teeth, dude. He has no goddamn teeth.
He has no teeth.
Show me a goddamn tooth on Tony the Tiger. Look at that box.
No teeth.
Tell me, show me a goddamn tooth.
He must be like a really old geriatric tiger.
He had to have all of his teeth removed. He doesn't even have
tiger dentures.
He doesn't even have tiger dentures. How does he eat? What does he eat?
I mean, he's been around a while.
This is why he's on the box. That's all he can eat. He just has to let it get soggy too, which is like the worst thing ever.
Ugh.
Oh my God. So anyway, this one got even better, when fucking, Chester Cheeto actually, I can never get this guy's name right.
Chester the Cheetah
actually, came in as Tony the Tiger was, being victim blamed. And they started, tweeting at him. What would Chester Cheetah think of being called daddy by his adoring fans? And then, blah, 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 blah. He replied, I welcome all fans to my Twitter feeds, scales, feathers, or fur. If you enjoy my tweets, then welcome. Looks like poor Tony is losing fans to a cheetah. It's been a tough year for Tony the Tiger already. A few months ago, some pranksters released unauthorized ad in which the broad-shouldered feline was trying to comfort down in their luck adults, including a 43-year-old prostitute named Candy. Actually,
Candy!
Eddie, I don't think you've actually seen those before.
I've never met her.
No. We'll have to have those be the video of the week. One week you can watch those.
Oh no!
They look very, very realistic. And when they came out, there was a big controversy as to whether or not they were real, but they weren't. But yeah, it's very interesting. It's Tony the Tiger as a cartoon, and he's interacting with real people that like Candy the prostitute. So
interesting.
Yeah. So anyway, that's that whole deal. And based off of that, I just wanted to mention real quickly too. Fucking Cheetos. We also took a picture with Cheetos bag too, because the battle lines have been drawn between Chester the Cheeto and fucking Tony the Tiger, and we don't really know who would win in a knockdown drag out octagon battle.
It'd be close.
Yeah, who do you think?
Well, the Cheetah's got the speed. The Tiger's got the power.
Man, I always loved cheetahs. I drew a fucking cheetah when I was younger. Big ass picture of a cheetah. I really liked them. They're the fastest animal. So
I might have to go with Tony the Tiger on this one.
I think out of the two foods, I think I like probably Frosted Flakes a little bit better. Depends on the kind. It depends on the kind of Cheetos as well. There's so many varieties of things now. If we're going original to original, I got to go Frosted Flakes. If you let me get those puffs in there,
doesn't Chester Cheetah have teeth? I'm pretty sure he does, right?
He has like human-looking teeth.
Yeah. So
hold on, let me check the bag.
Yeah, if it's a biting contest, Cheetah's gonna bite his ass.
Yeah,
because Tony the Tiger ain't got no damn teeth.
He's got teeth, but they are like human teeth. They are not sharp at all. He has also got a bitchin' goatee, and he has
sunglasses, right?
He's got sunglasses. He's currently in this thing. He's wearing elbow and knee pads, and he's on a skateboard. He's got a helmet.
He comes ready in a straight safari fight. I'm going Tiger, but Chester Cheetah and Tony the Tiger. It's even money.
It depends on if they're contained into something, because Chester would be able, if it was in a larger area, I think Chester would have the advantage, but I think if they were put into a cage of some sort, I think that it would probably go down to a Tiger.
Yeah.
Or Tony the Tiger specifically. We'll have to look up and see who, like, I'm sure at some point a cheetah has battled against a tiger, and I'd be interested to actually see, who actually won that fight.
Yeah, maybe we can use it for a video next week.
Yeah, Eddie, why don't you tell them about the Cheetos restaurant, and I'm gonna see if a cheetah and a tiger have ever faced each other.
Yeah, well, apparently Frito-Lay is getting in on New York City's Restaurant Week by opening up a pop-up eatery with a menu full of Cheetos themed cuisine. The Spotted Cheetah opens its doors in Lower Manhattan for just 3 days next week. Some of the dishes on the menu, 3-course menu, created by Chef Ann Burrell, include Cheetos crusted fried pickles, mac and Cheetos, and Cheetos Sweetos crusted cheesecake. There you go. If you love you some Cheetos, go to New York City, go to your Frito-Lay restaurant and get you some Cheeto cheesecake, some Cheetos mac and cheese, and some Cheetos fried pickles. But Frito-Lay is saying the recipes created by fans inspired the company to bring a full Cheetos culinary experience to life.
I'm watching a video online here. It said it's titled Cheetah vs. Tiger, the winner, and then it just said that a cheetah was the winner, and the cheetah's going to move on and going to face the lion. But this I don't know what the I don't know why exactly it won. They really didn't give any description of
There's
any
no
sort.
actual video of the
It's just pictures of side-by-side pictures of them.
Oh, God.
The comments are actually very mad. It says, "Is this video a joke? LOL. Tigers are the largest, strongest big cat. Lions are the second, and jaguars are the third.
Yeah.
While the cheetah is the fastest big cat, it's also the smallest. There are actual videos showing what a lion can do to a cheetah. They've killed them before. So for you to say a tiger would lose to a cheetah is fucking insane." And then this guy says,
"Yeah, lions have their hands full of tigers, that's for sure."
But the response is, "But house cats are the smallest big cat because they have the big cat genes." I don't know what that meant, but anyway.
Fucking Twitter,
point being,
man.
I think Twitter, that was YouTube. I'm on YouTube. Man.
Oh, God, probably worse.
So, yeah, anyway. Moving on. Let's talk about this fucking dude.
You're not interested in the Cheetos restaurant?
Some
mac and Cheetos?
I would check it out. I mean, I like Cheetos. I did try the...
it's vegan.
So they have the Cheetos crusted, like cheese things or whatever at Burger King. I forgot what the fuck they are.
Oh, I saw a commercial, I think, for those a while ago.
Yeah.
It's it's got cheese inside of it. It's like fried cheese or whatever.
Yeah. It's actually not too bad. And when I was eating meat, I believe I actually had the Cheeto flavored chicken fries from Burger King.
Interesting.
As well.
Maybe not as good as my fish sandwich, but still, not bad.
Yeah. So, no, I would check it out. Where is it? It's in New York. I'm not fucking.
Prices run from $8 to $22 per dish.
Yeah, it's really not that bad.
$22? I can give me a steak for that. A good steak.
Yeah, I mean,
not a great steak.
Not in
a
New
good
York,
steak.
you can't.
Not in New York City, no.
Yeah, so.
But definitely in Wisconsin for sure.
I don't know. I mean, it seems interesting. I would check it out if it came around this way. So. Yeah, it looks like it's actually really hard to get into this place too. So, like you have
Cheetos, man.
You have to have your name added to an online wait list. So, I think that's really interesting. I know we've talked about it before, but I think Taco Bell was one of the first where they really started with the Doritos Locos Tacos of like mixing the you thought of fast food and you thought of junk food and like they weren't really together. They were real separated. Like when they first started having like, oh, I can buy Olive Garden dressing in the grocery store. Like, what? That's something that shouldn't happen.
Yeah.
And now they're kind of like mixing them together. And yeah.
Have you tried Cracker Barrel mac and cheese? They
Yeah.
sell at the stores now. So good.
Oh, no.
It's so
I did not
good.
know they had it at the store.
The best.
You know what? I actually, before this on that point, I actually had a Fruit Loops shake from Burger King. So that's kind of their thing. They like, they don't have a Frosted Flakes one yet though. But that would be
Here's a
interesting.
premium Eddie the Jerk food hack. Get you 2 Doritos Locos tacos and 2 soft shell tacos. Open up the soft shell tacos first. Plop in your Doritos Locos inside of the soft shell, close it up, and eat that bitch without having to worry about any crumbs falling off your plate or off your taco.
They give you the little cardboard thing anyway to
fuck
feed
that
it off
cardboard
of.
thing. And then you're eating 2 tacos at once.
Yeah.
Why fuck around?
Yeah. Might as well eat 2 tacos at once. Why would you only eat one?
Why fuck around? You're not losing any meat, any lettuce, or any cheese. It's all wrapped up in
And
that
you're
soft shell
losing
taco.
no weight as well.
I don't got that problem.
not as a fun. I was just, specifically throwing that out there. So maybe there's, some people that have gotten, some sort of weight loss surgery that we've told them about on the podcast.
Hopefully not an accordion or a balloon.
Yeah. So do not do that. If they make a Cheetos one, definitely don't fuck around with that. So
Nah.
anyway, so yeah, let's hit this next story. Next up, we've got this was actually a huge story. There was a dude that got busted with a baby Bengal tiger that he was he was at the border in California in his 2017 Camaro, and he got busted at the border with a Bengal tiger that he had apparently found on the streets of Tijuana. Is that was his claim?
Yeah.
I'm sure that he didn't just randomly find it there. His name was Luis Eduardo Valencia of Paris, California.
Udoro.
Sorry, I fucked that up.
Unless you spelled it wrong. I don't know.
No, I didn't spell that. You spelled that, motherfucker.
That was a copy and paste.
Was charged Wednesday with smuggling and unlawful importation of wildlife after Customs and Border Protection officers noticed the tiger cub on the floor of his car. It was a silver Camaro. It had no license plate. Border Patrol pulled him over on a secondary inspection. Told the investigators he bought the tiger for $300 from someone who he had seen on Monday in Tijuana walking an adult tiger on a leash, only in Tijuana.
Fucking A.
I mean, They say, what is it?
If the cartel don't get you, the Tigers will.
The ping pong show, like all the shit, Tijuana, like literally, yeah, there's just fucking full size Bengal tiger. I don't feel like that they are, tigers are not indigenous to Mexico, correct?
Hell no.
All right. So I just wanted to make sure that, I guess the market value of this thing is about $1,500. So just like everything, you go over the border and you get a way better deal. So like if you want some pharmaceuticals or something, your best bet is to go over into Mexico, to Tijuana. And if you want a Bengal tiger cub, you also want to go over the border because it's like a fraction of the cost of what it is here. But yeah, all tigers are considered endangered species, and there are only 2,500 Bengal tigers in the wild. So it'd be interesting. I don't think that they can put this thing into the wild now because he's now been we really don't know what his story was. But
it'd be pretty cool to have a little baby tiger. I kind of dig that.
Yeah.
As long as it doesn't cost too much to feed it and it doesn't try to eat me.
I'm sure it does. You're not just buying tiger food at the fucking.
Yeah.
How about
Petco?
How about this?
Let me go Petco. I gotta get my tiger food.
How about you get yourself a baby tiger and I'm gonna get myself a baby cheetah, and then we're gonna grow them, and then eventually we're gonna have them battle each other to the death.
We'll see. We don't want PETA to know about that.
Yeah.
That'll have to be on the down.
Yeah. PETA. I'm starting to get hungry. More not because of the animals, just because I want a PETA.
Hell yeah.
So anyway, he's in the zoo now. They put him in the San Diego Zoo. So
yeah, you must have a permit to legally import endangered species into the United States.
And this motherfucker.
This was illegal, my friend.
Yeah, he
illegal.
Definitely did not have that. So
good try though.
And to offset this, there was just a tiger that was endangered tiger that was born somewhere. So yeah.
Oh yeah.
One of the zoos or something. So,
yeah,
whatever.
Something like that. Nobody cares.
Yeah, that was one of the lamer stories. So fuck that.
No,
right.
that was one of our backups.
Yeah, that was a backup. So
with the universal call out, gotta have some backups, right?
Yep. And so the next one, this is actually pretty fun. So I have a service. It's called Shudder, and Shudder is basically, if you don't know, Shudder is essentially, it's like Netflix, but it is all horror movie related. So, it's custom made for me. And so anyway, they just had a bunch of new movies drop on this thing, and there was a movie that somehow I completely missed when it came out. It's from 2010. It's called Burning Bright. And so I saw was going through reading the synopsis, and I read the synopsis and I was like, what the fuck? Like, that sounds like the dumbest shit of all time, but I have to watch it. So I'll read you the synopsis. It's in Montgomery County. Kelly Taylor is ready to go to college and takes her autistic brother, Tom, to a specialized institution. However, the bank informs her that she does not have sufficient funds in her account to honor her check. Her stepfather, Johnny, whatever the hell his name is, withdrew the money from her account the day before. When Kelly arrives home, Johnny reveals that he used the money to buy a tiger for his safari show project. In addition, he had the house reinforced in order to protect it from hurricanes. No. Oh my God, fucking hurricanes.
No.
Oh God.
Synchronicity.
Yes. So all the windows and external doors are covered with wood. When she awakes, she finds the starving tiger is inside the house, and Tom and she are trapped with the ravenous animal. So, I wanted to have both Eddie and I watch the trailer real quick because honestly, I thought it was going to be super shitty based on the synopsis I read was actually even shittier than that. And I was like, why the fuck is this tiger in a house with someone? Like, this is like the shitty Sharknado movie kind of things that I hate. But actually, I watched the trailer. It actually looked kind of cool. So, Eddie, do you have that pulled up, the trailer?
Yeah. Are we doing audio or no audio?
Whatever. We don't have to do audio on this. Unnecessary.
So 3, 2, 1. Alrighty, we're zooming on in. Movieclips.com. You're welcome.
Not a supporter.
I think without the music, it's there's something. They're trying to explain something. We're in a house.
Whatever.
Oh, there's the tiger.
All
right, and a hot chick.
And it's Lionsgate.
Oh, not bad.
Put out by Lionsgate.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Here they are putting all the
construction,
all the boards and stuffs.
Nice haircut, kid.
Yeah, that's the autistic kid. Okay, he looks a bit like Shinsuke Nakamura, I think.
No way. Not Japanese.
He's got autism though. He's got fake movie autism.
Who's this girl though? That's why
I don't know. She's been in a few things.
She kind of reminds me of.
The windows are boarded.
She reminds me of.
She's breaking the window. She's trying to break. Oh man, everything's got plywood on.
Who's the hot chick with the Marilyn Monroe tattoo? Jessica something?
Don't know.
I can't remember. Jennifer. Jessica or Jennifer?
Jessica Alba?
No, not Jessica Alba.
I don't know. Jennifer Garner?
I can't remember.
I don't know who has Marilyn
I don't
Monroe
know.
tattoo. Anyway, here's a fucking tiger.
Oh, the tiger's in the house.
The tiger is in the house. The tiger is, and it's a real tiger, by the way. It is a real tiger, like pretty much the entire movie. There is a real tiger doing real tiger shit.
Wow.
And
just like Life of Pi gone wrong.
Yes, it is definitely like Life of Pi going wrong. I think it actually came out around the same time as that. So I did actually watch the movie, and I enjoyed the movie. I thought it was actually pretty decent. It was a pretty decent tense thriller, as they call them. And for a movie about a girl and her autistic autistic brother stuck in a house with a goddamn tiger, in the most illogical, like, how do you make it happen? They did a good job of making that happen, and I actually enjoyed the movie. So I give it one paw up. One paw. One tiger paw.
I haven't seen it, but based on the preview, it doesn't look too bad. Megan Fox. Shout out to Megan Fox.
Megan Fox.
With your fine ass and your Marilyn Monroe tattoo.
And your lots and lots.
I'm sorry I didn't
lots
know
of plastic surgery.
what your name was, but it's all good.
Yeah.
She was on, oh, that was loud. She was on that one show that one time way back in the day, but nobody cares.
Yeah.
But this movie ain't too bad, I tell you right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Next up we have the Prairieville girl that was she caught the eye of this tiger. They said she caught the eye of the tiger, and I guess she was at was she at the zoo or something? And
it had to been.
She's at the zoo, and this tiger came over and was jumping up and pawing at her. And
was this a baby tiger too?
I think it was a baby tiger as well.
Yeah.
It's got over 400,000 views on Facebook. She's 3 years old. Taylor Piper, no relation to Rowdy. And he took her to, because she had a good day at school. And anyway, this tiger started jumping around, and was this in Louisiana too, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, LSU. Aren't they the Tigers? Isn't that their team?
They are the Tigers, yes.
All right. So, anyway, it's a cute video. Check it out if you want. A little Prairieville girl with Mike the Tiger is his name. So,
yeah, cute video, guys. Make sure you check it out. It's like a little feel-good video going on in the world of crazy bullshit and
like guys,
shitty fucking storms and, just a bunch of bad news.
Guys getting mauled by bears at Tiger Death Park. Oh, wait.
No,
that's our transition to our next story.
Oh my god!
Oh god, yeah.
This might be the best one. Yeah. I like this one.
All right, so Eddie, why don't you hit this one?
All right.
The picture.
Oh my god, some people never cease to amaze me. The idiocracy in the world is still heavy, even overseas, all the way in China. I believe this is a Chinaman. That has been.
Let's not call him a China.
A China man. A Chinese man.
Thank you. I've done
whatever you want to say.
I've done it.
He's Chinese. He's from China, and he's a man. And he got his ass bit by a bear. And he deserves it. I wish the bear would have killed him because he rolled his window down trying to feed the stupid bear. And the bear said, "Oh, that's a cool story, bro. Yonk, let me go ahead and bite your ass real quick."
Oh, man, I can't get over the Chinaman. Oh, Chinaman. Oh, God.
All right, where was I?
All right.
Apparently they have drive-through wildlife parks in China where this guy was just driving through this little safari action. Bear went up to the car. He said, "Oh, you know what? Let me just go ahead and roll my window down with this giant fucking bear coming up to my car and give him some food." That sounds like a good idea.
No, he tried to roll the window up, but the window
I'm sure he did.
The window malfunctioned and it rolled down.
Tell it to somebody. Call somebody who cares on that one.
His wires were reversed.
I was born at night, not last night.
You tell me now everyone through the drive-thru?
You mean to tell me his window was working all day before that, but right there it didn't work? Nah, I'm sorry.
But is the end of this story that he's suing the company that made his car?
I doubt it, but he probably should. He probably should sue himself for being such a fucking idiot.
So let's talk about the fact. What's so funny about this is, so this is the universal call out about tigers. So why the fuck are we talking about a guy that got mauled by a bear? And it was at Tiger Death Park, which was named because there was a woman last year that got out of her car at the park and she got mauled by tigers.
Oh, jeez.
Not to laugh at people getting mauled by tigers.
Yeah, I know. It's just so crazy that, like, who wants to go to a place called Tiger Death Park? It's not a good look. It's not a place where I look on the map and I'm like, hey, let's go there. No, not a good idea. Because didn't somebody else get attacked too, Ray?
Wait.
Last year, a woman and her mother got out of their car at the park and were mauled by tigers.
You were not paying attention to the previous, 3 minutes of me talking about that.
I was looking at Megan Fox.
Oh my God. We're not talking about foxes. We're not talking about fucking
what
bears.
What did the fox say?
What would a fox do against a tiger? I think it would actually get beaten pretty hard. I guess there's CCTV video of the incident, and the officials showed park rangers warning Mr. Chen to shut his windows before the bear
Mr.
attacked.
Chen. Who says China has better education than the United States?
Yeah. Apparently not. So anyway, yeah, sorry dude. Sorry. Not your best day, so.
Oh, that's too funny. So what was that? Wrap it up for Universal Call Out, man. Another one in the books. Final stretch time, which is one of my favorite segments of the show. The JOAT podcast video corner, where we got some videos to watch with audio.
Yes. All right, so here we go.
I'm first, or you're first, or who's doing what here?
All right, so let's go to our first
MacBook.
Let's go to Existential MacBook. All right, let's make sure we're all the way at the beginning. No, go to the beginning. Okay.
Oh, look at this guy.
All right. And whenever you're ready, give me the countdown. Let's play it up.
3, 2, 1.
We're looking at a MacBook right here.
What the fuck? Is that a robot?
That's a robot.
It's a robot baby.
That's a robot baby.
It's a robot baby. And, oh, man.
I wish they could hear the screams.
He's struggling. I can turn it up. Oh, God. Make it stop. This robot baby's being tortured by this guy. Oh, my God. They're
torturing.
Is this guy Chinese, too?
You got to hear what he says.
What's with these Asians? Absence of God. Bald Head Island.
Technology will kill you.
Even the robots are
Run.
bald. Huh. Yeah.
There it was.
These Asians, man.
Existential MacBook.
That had nothing to do with computers.
Yeah, this is a dude Too Damn Filthy is his channel, so I think I'll probably be subscribing to his deal. So yeah, he's
Too Damn Filthy.
Yeah.
That boy filthy.
Yeah, he's got some fun videos. I came upon this and I knew that we had to watch that. So yeah, that's video number 1.
Not bad. That was kooky and goofy and everything I expected your video to be.
Okay. All right. So next one. Okay. All right. Are we ready?
Yeah. 3. Wait, let me go back to the. All right. 3, 2, 1. All right. We got a little kid and his mother.
This is Twisted Commercials. This is Chuck E. Cheese Terror.
Oh my goodness, she's terrible at this game. They're playing the ball game where you have to roll the ball into the circles.
Oh my God. There's a glitch. There's a glitch in the Matrix. Oh my God.
Chuck E. Cheese is having a little fun with these kids.
Oh my God.
Pizza?
Oh, dude, she just tore that pizza apart. That was the worst pizza you've ever had.
A little wink action. You know, Chuck E. Cheese, he's smooth.
He's not that smooth. He's actually... Oh,
shit. What is this? Oh, they're torturing him like that robot. They're torturing him just like the MacBook robot.
And we've got someone that, in reverse, their candles were turned on.
Somebody had a little too much time to edit these fucking Chuck E. Cheese videos.
I made this video, dude.
Oh, God.
Just kidding. I did not.
Chuck E. Cheese and roll. Yeah, they're having a good time, it looks like. Even though this is like the Chuck E. Cheese promotional video on acid.
Yeah, so what I wanted to mention, the reason why I wanted to do...
I couldn't wait to shut that off.
The reason why I wanted to do that is because I just wanted to mention very quickly that RIP to the Chuck E. Cheese. I don't even remember what the fuck their name is. Hold on. Gotta find it. Damn it. I lost it. Whatever. Anyway.
All right, somebody died at Chuck E. Cheese?
No. Oh, here we go. All right. I found it. Chuck E. Cheese retired the Pizza Time Players, their animatronic band that they have in all of their restaurants. The creepy animatronic fucking band that you have seen. Oh my God. There's another video on the thing I just went to, the top 10 Chuck E. Cheese animatronic malfunctions. This seems like this might be long. This might save this for another day. Oh my God. I love that. Okay, we're going to save this for later. But anyway, RIP to the Chuck E. Cheese Pizza Players, your animatronic band. They have broken up. So definitely sad to see them go.
Yeah, I was a big fan of Chuck E. Cheese back in the day. Always a good time at Chuck E. Cheese.
I always enjoyed my times at Chuck E. Cheese. I got a really cool Chicago Bulls bedazzled sweater thing that once I got it, I was like, "There's no way I'm wearing this shit."
Nah.
And I was 6. I was like, I'm not wearing this fucking thing. But
Chicago Bulls #1.
Number one, just give me a regular ass. I wanted a regular sweater. I didn't want someone's grandma to fucking hand make me some goddamn bedazzled fucking glittery sweater. But
the Bulls are gonna be trash this year.
Yeah, probably.
Oh God, so, I'm not looking forward to it. It's
anyway.
Gonna be a long season.
So
on to the next video.
All right, next video. Let me get to the next video.
This is the optical illusion portion of the show.
Okay.
Which for our listeners probably isn't going to be very exciting, but Ray will be able to speak about his experience.
Okay, so I am currently looking at Tom Cruise, and I am looking at what's her nuts? What's
some hoe? I don't know. Just keep your eyes on the cross.
Some other celebrity chick.
Yeah. So 3, 2, 1. I'm looking at the cross, and I'm not looking at anything else.
Lots of celebrities are happening on my side.
I don't see celebrities. I'm just looking at a cross.
I'm looking in the middle, but I can tell that there are celebrities that are on the side right now.
Oh, it has something for me to read, but I can't do it.
Yeah, I can't read it either. Okay.
Beautiful people that we all know and love, it reveals that perception is not an
You know what? I probably should have read that shit.
Yeah. So I could tell. Yeah, I could tell what was happening there. This is actually pretty interesting. When this is done, I'll kind of explain this. I know a lot about this.
Oh yeah, you can talk about it. Nobody cares about what the chick is saying.
All right, so essentially this is something that I have utilized before in what's called a Black Mirror, which obviously Eddie is familiar with Black Mirror, the television show.
Season 3 or Season 4 is coming,
Season 4 coming out very soon, and I cannot wait. But so a Black Mirror in the occult sense, basically. It's called scrying, and if you've seen, the crystal ball or the obsidian, the big black ball or whatever that someone would look into and see the future or whatever it might be, and essentially what you do is to create one of these things is you get a piece of glass and you basically spray clean the glass, make sure the glass is very clean, and then you would spray paint the back completely black, and then you have it in a frame. And then in very low lighting, you have candles, which you would then put on either side of your head, where you can't see them completely in the Black Mirror that you've created, but you can at least see your face a little bit. And so the more that you look at yourself in the mirror, the more that your face begins to morph and begins to change and begins to do what these faces did in the video, because you could only residually see them on the side. And eventually you start seeing these crazy monster faces, and eventually your face may melt completely and you can start to see other imagery and other things in it as well. And this is without not a single drug. And the reason and the science why this works, and the same thing can be done actually if you go and just go into your bathroom and you turn the lights off and you just have like where you can barely see, do the same thing. It's not a black mirror, but it's essentially the same thing. Basically what happens is the way that the brain takes in information is that it fills in the blanks on things that it sees. Like if it's seeing an image, it's, basically just filling in some of the blank spaces on that. And eventually it doesn't do a very good job of it if you continue to look at that same thing in that type of lighting, because you're not able to really fully see and process everything. And so it starts filling in the blanks and it doesn't do a great job. And then you start seeing monster faces or, weird looking celebrity faces on the side or whatever it might be. So anyway, that's Black Mirror. That's how that works. And that's sort of what that is.
Yeah, I think we were going to do a story on that not too long ago, right? Probably about 10 or 20 episodes ago.
What's that?
The brain choosing the images it sees or whatever for optical illusions and whatnot.
Yeah, that's definitely, that's just the way your brain works every day. But certainly in a scenario like this kind of brings that to the forefront. So.
Cool. And now the second video is an eye bender, a powerful optical illusion. This one comes with a warning on it. So whenever you're ready.
All right, so it says, this video may cause temporary hallucinogenic effects. Ooh. Please do not be afraid. These effects usually only last a few seconds. So should we turn the light off in this room, do you think?
Nah, we're good.
Okay. All
3, 2, 1. Oh, there she is. Give it to me! Oh,
I'm looking at an eyeball.
Oh, look at this eyeball.
I've done this
It's
before.
changing colors.
I've done this before.
There's an orb next to the eyeball.
It said weed.
It did?
No, we do not live.
Dude, I'm tripping out right now. All right, so there's this like pattern going on with a fidget spinner in the middle, and when inside the fidget spinner is letters spelling out words that Ray knows.
Real.
And there's 3 different designs going on right now for the patterns, and it's fucking crazy. I don't hate this music. It's not too bad. This is some straight doctor's office music. Oh my God, look at your Did you see that?
I'm focusing on this thing.
Oh, dude, look at your bullhorn thing. It's like I'm on acid. What the fuck? Ray, look at that fucking thing. Isn't it moving?
Yep.
I hallucinated without drugs.
I can't believe you've never done that.
That was so cool. It was like moving its face.
I actually have that.
Oh my God.
I actually have that video.
I might do this like once a day.
I actually have that video saved on my Reddit account. That was actually one of the first things I saved on Reddit. And
dude, that was so cool.
I go back to that quite a bit. So yeah, I kind of lost track of what the words were, but it was saying something to the effect of, "We do not live in a world of reality. I think it said, we do not live in a world of reality. We live in a world of potential." And so something like that, now that is an even more direct, really shows you how your brain and the way that you take in all of the stimuli around you and how you can hack that.
A world of perceptions.
A world of perception. There is an amazing, amazing author, a guy that I absolutely love. His name is Aldous Huxley. He wrote a book called The Doors of Perception, and it's a really, really fucking good book that you should definitely read. But anyway, yeah, this really hits you up front with how much your mind has an influence of what's happening around you. I mean, if you're doing that thing, like it shows you that you need to be doing it. It's called eye bender and a powerful optical illusion. And I'm telling you, like, you do that and you will definitely be, I don't care if you've ever done a psychedelic or you have, you will definitely you are going to watch everything around you start to melt and move. Like everything was moving in waves of energy. Like Eddie pointed out, I have a big steer skull on my wall, and we looked towards that, and I was literally watching it like pulsating and like these waves of energy like moving. Dude, and like
that
it
was
like
so
melting.
Crazy. I was not expecting that. It was just the first thing that I looked at when I looked up.
Yeah.
I think I won the videos for this week. That was so awesome.
I think you did a good job for sure.
Oh,
I will
man.
say that technically I sort of won because I'm a hipster and I knew about that video years ago, and I've done that video.
I did it first, though. I did it first on the podcast. Yeah. So
I've done that video more times than I care about. I actually have a book called Get High Now Without Drugs, and it has a bunch of different things that you can do that can basically cause you to trip out and show you the power of your mind without not a single drug. So I'm definitely doing something like that for sure. Will show you the potential of your brain.
So awesome.
Very, very freaking cool. So, and you know what else is freaking cool, Eddie?
What's that, Ray?
Social freaking media, and you hitting them with it like Floyd Mayweather hitting Conor McGregor. Let him know what's up.
Oh, that's a good one. Hey, what's up, guys, man? Just subscribe to us anywhere and everywhere you get your podcasts from. iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, Google Play, etc. Please leave us a review and let us know what you think of the show in the comment section. Subscribe to us on Twitch, twitch.tv/JOAT podcast. A lot of good times on Twitch, and we want you to be a part of it. And of course, you guys already know, Instagram, Twitter, follow us, please. Like us on Facebook. And make sure you visit joatpodcast.com. That is the official website of the Jerk of All Trades podcast. And then if you got some spare time, tell us what you think about the show. Hit us up, jerkofalltradespodcast@gmail.com.
Yes, we want to hear from you guys. Please email us. Let us know what you think of the show. Any suggestions, anything you want to see, or sorry, I guess you're not really seeing, but anything you want to hear more of, anything you want to hear less of.
Any cool videos you got for us to check out?
If you've got a cool story, man, that would be very, very cool. If you got a cool story that you want us to check out that's kind of the DL, we would love to see you send that in, and we will be happy to cover it if it's a cool subject. If you got a cool video that you want us to watch, we will be sure to not watch it until we watch it on the podcast for the first time and get a genuine reaction. So yeah, definitely hit us up on Jerk of All Trades podcast @gmail.com. So yeah, let's check out InspiroBot and let's do Universal Call Out, and then let's hit the road, Jack.
Yes, sir.
All right, so
InspiroBot of the week. You want me to go first?
I'll go first.
All right.
So I'm InspiroBot. I'm an artificial intelligence dedicated to generating unlimited amounts of unique inspirational quotes for endless enrichment of pointless human existence. All right. That was pretty sad, but let's see what he has to say.
I got a real interesting one here.
I got a staircase. It looks like an old staircase. It's kind of falling apart. It says the big difference between a secret identity and a boy is that a boy doesn't expect you to call back.
Fucking InspiroBot.
I didn't really get that one.
With the randomness.
Yeah.
It doesn't expect you to call back.
Yeah.
All right. Well, mine's got a light bulb sitting on what looks like some concrete flooring here. And it says, open your heart. Dare to believe in yourself, and a vision will become a real human. There it is.
That's a deep one.
That's deep. It don't make any sense in the end, but it's pretty deep.
That might be talking about the AM.
Well, we just did.
That might be talking about the robots, my friend.
It could be.
That could be talking about the robots.
It could be, man. And Spyrobot, you did it again.
We love you, Inspirobot. We love you.
You're evolving with your site, and we appreciate that.
Yes, absolutely. So let's hit him up with the randomizer.
Ooh, you know what time it is. JOAT, universal call out, Ray. You ready for that shit or what?
How many subjects or topics do you want this week?
I'll let you choose this week.
How about we do 15? Let's go crazy. Let's go balls to the wall.
All right, let's do it.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
We got milk, we got cycling, we got jewelry, typewriter, communism, skating, coins, rice, royalty, breweries, circus, insects, Disney movies, bohemians, and telephone.
I might like typewriter. Old school style.
Interesting.
Typewriter. If we got a good typewriter story, that would be fucking craziness.
I'm going with breweries.
All right, cool. We're gonna have to duel this one. Ready?
No,
you want to do both?
No. We're going to, but I wanna get in the mindset. Give me a second to get all zen and shit.
See, I need to do what you do and figure it out first. I just dive in head first without even thinking about it.
Okay, I'm ready.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Yes!
Motherfucker.
Yes! Typewriters!
This is not fun.
I used to type on a typewriter when I was 7 years old, and I fucking loved it.
I have to spend the next week trying to find a typewriter story when we could have really just gone to one of the breweries that are like very close to here.
Oh, typewriters. This is going to be great.
We could have gone to the brewery.
I might go to Goodwill and buy a typewriter for our picture next week.
Oh, my God. We got to do typewriters. You know what? Fuck it. We did accordions. We can get it.
We can
do it. We
Oh,
can make it
easy.
happen. We can make it happen. I really wanted breweries. I thought that was a good one. I also wanted circus, too, but fuck it. You know what? We will wreck typewriters. We're going to have great typewriter shit.
Just one thing real quick. Our hearts go out to everybody in the Texas, Louisiana area. Anyone in Florida, Mississippi, Alabama.
Absolutely.
If your home is flooded right now, we're sorry to hear about that. We hope you guys can make it out of there safe and sound. And thank you to everyone helping. There's a lot of volunteer work. There's the Coast Guard. There's the Red Cross. This is, a good example of what Americans can do if we unite together instead of always trying to fight each other. We are stronger as one than we are separated. So hang tough, stay strong out there, and hopefully this all will pass in due time.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, our hearts definitely go out to you guys. So, all right. With that being said, we are out for the week, and we will see you guys next week with fun typewriter stories. And yeah, love ya.